ways that you can move and level up your results in the month of November. And I want to share them with you because it's come to me while I'm speaking to a couple of clients that there are things that we could be doing that we're not, and there are things that we're doing that we shouldn't really be doing, and we're wasting our energy. It's energy dissipation. So watch out for these three. N-O-V, the clue is in the word November. I'm going to take the first three letters. N. N is for no, learning to say no. That is to say, negotiating with people to politely say no. Do less. Say yes to the stuff that is on your real priority list and say no to the stuff that is a distraction. So it's learning the art of saying no. And that is an art, my friends. I know because I teach it to corporates and I come from a background where we get overwhelmed. So we need to learn to say no better. So learn to say no with grace and use and instill your boundaries to learn to take back control of your time. The less distracted you are, the less things you say yes to, the more time you have then to focus on your key goals for better results in November. So learning to say no gracefully is number one. O, right? N-O-V, right? November. So O is for outlook. We've got to have a plan, right? So don't look at those big steps, that big staircase right at the top. Look at the steps that you've got to accomplish. So have an outlook that is a manageable outlook. I call it a 4WLA. In project management and corporate, we used to call it a 4-week look ahead or a 12-week look ahead. In this case, a 4-week look ahead to say, what is it that I want to accomplish this month? What is it that I want to accomplish this month in November? What would it look like personally, professionally? What would it mean for me with my family to have accomplished something? What would it mean for me in my business to have a certain goal achieved? Or if it's a personal thing, a health, emotional, mental health, what would it mean to me to be able to achieve this level of health and fitness? Maybe it's a practical thing. And what you do is once you've got your outlook at that level, you start looking at a 4-week outlook, a 4-week outlook, then you look at a daily outlook. And what does your day look like? Do you move it down to a weekly outlook, then a daily outlook? And so what you're doing is you're deconstructing a month backwards by using the power of looking at this through an outlook, a lens, and you bring a sharper lens to it as you go down and you drill in. You don't have to micromanage stuff, but you want to get to a position where you know what's happening and you can track what's happening in your week on given days. So use the power of O, outlook, and then the V of November, N-O-V. That V is for victory. And you know what? This is a big one for me. We don't celebrate enough the things that we have accomplished because we're too damn busy focusing on the stuff that we haven't got or haven't done. I'd like to turn that on its head. How about celebrating the things that we have accomplished? Either stuff that we've done recently or the stuff that we've done in the past, maybe a long time ago when we were younger or in another job or another lifetime, right? What we want to do is find 10 things, at least 10 things this month in November that you can celebrate. 10, it could be to do with your health. It could be that you've achieved something. You've gone to the gym a few times. You've gone and walked more. You've cut down on unhealthy food. You've gone and made up with a friend that you broke up with. Maybe you've connected with somebody that you haven't done for a long time. Celebrate the things that you have done, the victories, even these small victories, right? With a colleague at work or a family member or a loved one. Maybe you did something for your kids and you should celebrate and relish those things. So when we celebrate our victories, what it does, it shifts our focus from the stuff that we're lacking to the stuff that we are able to do. And that builds our capacity because it rewires our brain towards a spirit of success and achievement rather than focusing on what we haven't got. And while you're at it, think of 10 things that you can celebrate in others, right? Find the victories in others. Celebrate 10 things for people around you, your work colleagues, your family, your friends, your loved ones, something in someone you haven't shared with for a while, maybe something that they need to hear. Maybe they're not hearing it from you. Maybe you're the person to make their day. Celebrate a victory that they don't even recognize. Isn't it the case that sometimes we end up seeing great things in other people